Greetings, brothers and sisters, or sisters and brothers. This video is a synopsis of the book Testimony of Abraham. Testimony of Abraham. So it does first person narrative, and where Abraham testifies about his experiences, and it looks at the life of Abraham and speaks from that direction. And God was wise, and He blessed this, and it has a lot of gems. You gain perspective why this man is coined the father of faith. Why he is coined the father of faith. Not because it is a pompous title, not because he himself was grand, but because he held on. Oh, he held on. It is hard to hold on to God sometimes. And there is a sense sometimes when you read the testimony of Abraham where you just laugh at the man, where he becomes a total idiot. But you look at the circumstances around his life and you wonder, Abraham, but there's so much drama, so much pain. And you laugh because you sometimes want to cry with him because it is hard. As is hard sometimes, and we laugh at ourselves, but how can this be? And then God gives us strength to pull in. He says, stick with me. One instance, how does God produce a drought? He says to you, go to a place, and then He produces a drought when there. He produces a drought when you are there. And we are responsible for all of this. And then the place you have to go, Egypt. You know, these people are rough, man. But if you don't know, you don't survive. You pray, there's no answer. And God is saying, go to Egypt. And you look at your wife and you say, there's no way these guys will let me live with this kind of a wife. They do this thing to themselves, amongst themselves. How much more to me? And you don't care. Abraham concerns himself with his wife because he does not care about his wealth. He says, look, if they take the sheep, it's okay. If they take this, it's okay. But then he worries that what if they take my wife? And it was a common thing there. You learn how the Pharaoh becomes the Pharaoh. It was a place of takers. And how can God lead you to a place of takers? How can God shake your world when He has promised you comfort? But He says, come here. And He's shaking your world. What is He doing? Why should He put you in a place of scavengers? A place of hyenas. And He says, come in here. And He destroys your peace there. And then He says, walk out. And when you walk out, you have more wealth than when you came in. Beautiful. And how many times does it do that to you? So Abraham, he did it twice. I mean, Abraham with all this wealth, you'll think he's living. I mean, he's bullying, you know. He's bullying. He's living it up. But no. At every opportunity, this man is plagued with trouble. Some people want to take his wealth. Some want to challenge him. He's not a great leader. He's not strong. He's weak. He thinks too much. He's doubtful. You need to hear it from this perspective. Testament of Abraham, just about him, and he tells you his life. I thank God for allowing the prophets to be able to speak from Abraham's perspective. We thank God for prophets. Because without them, we would have no one to make us privy to the life. May God bless you. And I do not know what you might be struggling with in your faith. And I do not know what your journey is. But mostly what happens is that sometimes the places that God has claimed for us come with a struggle. It's not smooth sailing as we would have thought. Maybe that's what's happening in your case. Cling to God. Hold on to Him. Abraham holds on. That position, that high position God has promised you, that thing He has promised you, believe me, I've walked through now. Even if you do and God designs like that, to keep it. So I pray you. And sometimes it's not even about resilience. Sometimes resilience speaks to our power to hold on to God. Amen. Sometimes it's simply the small prayer of, Father, I am giving up, and I'm asking you, Father, not to give up, because I have no strength to hold on. That's the life portrayed here concerning Abraham. That's life God reveals to us. This is why I call this man the father of faith. Because even when he gave up, even when I told him go left, Abraham, and he went right, he went and told me, I made a blunder and I'm continuing to make blunders. I'm afraid. Chief! And God goes and cleans Abraham's boo-boo when Abraham is messed up. The father of faith is the guy that gave up. And I love that part about it. There was no strength left to hold on. In the life of Abraham, we see a man who has met his limits on every side. Every side. You know, when we talk of Job gets sick and loses his children, but he never loses his property. In the sense that he still has a house. Has a place to be sick in. With Abraham, nothing was promised, chief. There was always threat. There was always discomfort. His own body ached. He's old. He should be resting somewhere with a house made out of bricks. But he's still a nomad. A young man's game to be a nomad. This man is still a nomad. Others have built themselves castles. This man is still a nomad. Go find the jewel, if you would, that the Lord is calling you to find in this book. But I'm telling you, there's a lot. And the one that's waiting for you, that one that He designs, the message that is aching for you to reach it today concerning your life, it's there. It's there in the book. You don't have to listen to me. Enough now. Switch the video. Go to the book. The Lord bless you. Amen.